Welcome to Chapter 8, Operationalization and Measurement of Variables. In this video, we'll walk through how abstract management and marketing concepts are translated into concrete survey items, the different types of measurement scales you can use, response techniques, how to build a questionnaire, and finally how to assess the goodness of your measures. Here's our roadmap. 1. Operationalization of variables. What operational definition means and how we convert concepts into measurable forms. 2. 4 types of scales: nominal, ordinal, interval, and ratio, and when to use each. 3. Response techniques, including rating and ranking formats. 4. Steps in developing a questionnaire. And 5. Goodness of measures, reliability and validity. Operationalizing a concept means reducing an abstract idea, like service quality or achievement motivation, into observable behaviors or attributes we can measure. We start by defining the construct clearly, then identify its key dimensions, design questions to capture those dimensions, choose a response format, and finally assess reliability and validity. Remember, we never measure the object itself, say a company. We measure characteristics of that object. For example, instead of measuring organization, we measure organizational effectiveness. Instead of person, we measure achievement motivation. Always focus on attributes that reflect your concept. Variables come in 2 broad flavors: those that lend themselves to precise, objective measurement, like age or income, and those that are more subjective or nebulous, like attitudes or perceptions. Both require careful operationalization, but the approach differs. To operationalize: 1. Define the construct. 2. Determine content, what items or questions will measure it. 3. Select a response format, for example, a 7-point Likert. 4. Pilot and assess reliability and validity before full deployment. Don't confuse operationalization with explaining causes or consequences. For instance, while success may correlate with motivation, success itself isn't a measure of motivation. We need items that directly tap the motivational dimension, like I set challenging goals for myself. Measurement is the assignment of numbers or symbols to attributes of objects according to rules. It's how we translate a concept into data we can analyze statistically. Scales are tools that differentiate respondents' positions on a variable. The 4 classic types are nominal, categories only; ordinal, ordered categories; interval, equal distances; arbitrary, 0; ratio, equal distances, meaningful, 0. In nominal scales, we simply assign labels. Examples: gender, male, female; department, marketing, finance, HR, etc. There is no inherent order. Ordinal scales not only categorize but rank. For example, education level: high school, bachelor's, master's, doctoral. We know the order but not the exact distance between categories. Interval scales have equal distances between points, for instance a 5-point agreement scale. However, 0 is arbitrary, you can't say twice as much. Ratio scales add a meaningful 0, allowing statements like twice as much. Examples: age in years, income in RM, weight in kilograms. A quick decision tree: are your data purely labels? Nominal: are they ordered but without equal intervals? Ordinal: are intervals equal? Interval: is there a true 0? Ratio: keep cultural context in mind. Some cultures respond differently to scale lengths or extremes. Always pilot your scales in each context to check sensitivity. 2 broad families: rating scales. Respondents assign a value to each item, Likert, semantic differential, numeric, etc. Ranking scales. Respondents compare items directly, pairwise comparisons, forced ranking. Key rating formats include dichotomous, which is yes or no; multiple choice, Likert scales, ranging from strongly disagree to strongly agree; semantic differential, involving bipolar adjective pairs; and of course staple and numeric scales. Ranking techniques force trade-offs. These include paired comparisons, forced ranking, and comparative scales where several items share a set of ranks. 5 key steps. 1. Determine content for all constructs in your framework. 2. Choose response formats, whether closed or open. 3. Wording. Avoid double-barreled, ambiguous, or leading questions. Keep them short. 4. Sequence. Start general, end with personal or sensitive items. And 5. Cover letter. Explain purpose, confidentiality, and thank respondents. Once your instrument is built, evaluate validity. Does it measure what it's supposed to? This includes content, construct, and criterion validity, and reliability. Is it consistent over time and across items? Look at test-retest, parallel forms, and internal consistency such as Cronbach's alpha. To ensure validity, involve experts to review content, run factor analysis for construct validity, correlate with external criteria for criterion validity. For reliability, calculate Cronbach's alpha for internal consistency and conduct a pilot test on 2 occasions for stability. That wraps up our tour of operationalization and measurement. In your own research, begin by clearly defining constructs, choose scales thoughtfully, pilot your instrument rigorously, and always report reliability and validity statistics. In the next chapter, we'll look at data collection techniques and sampling methods. Thanks for watching.